Lucas learned how Jeanette was involved in Casimir Shaw's reign of terror on Hope Valley. As Rosemary dug too deep, she got into danger, and Elizabeth became a hostage. Find out how this gangster took over Hope Valley and who saved the day. Trouble was afoot as soon as Jeanette was back in town. It made no sense that she would run straight back to Hope Valley announcing that Casimir Shaw was on his way. If she was running from him and afraid of him, how was she so aware of his plans? Yet she knew she was dangerous and begged Lucas to negotiate with him to keep him and his town safe. This rewrite of Lucas upset longtime fans. He never would have considered working with a longtime criminal like Shaw, even when trying to reinvent himself. Nathan and Bill took charge and informed Lee and Mike of the danger. They assigned each person a road to watch, and Lucas met with Nathan and Bill. The men had no idea of the danger lurking nearby. Rosemary's instincts made her an excellent investigative journalist, but she needed to trust Bill this time when he told her to leave it alone. Bill knew leaving her out of the loop was risky, but they didn't realize how dangerous. Rosemary felt abandoned and betrayed, so she agreed to work with Randall Rockwell when he wanted help solving Lucas's murder and kept flattering her. In many ways, those two solved the case. They realized the handwriting on the note threatening Randall's family and a hotel receipt matched. It was Jeanette's. But Rosemary had to rush over and tell Lucas and found danger when she found Jeanette waiting there instead. Jeanette took pleasure in taunting Rosemary that Lucas had regained his memory and remembered that she and Casimir Shaw were there the night of the shooting. She tried to convince Rosemary that Shaw made her write those threatening notes to Randall's family, but Rosemary was too clever. Unfortunately, things got worse when Elizabeth tried to find Rosemary, and she became a hostage too. The ladies had a guardian angel since Randall Rockwell found the men and showed them the handwriting samples, and Lucas realized Jeanette was the mastermind behind the plot. As the three men noticed Jeanette had Rosemary and Elizabeth hostage, they knew they needed a plan so neither woman got harmed. Lucas tried to reason with Jeanette, saying that he underestimated her until she put the gun down, and they tearfully embraced. Even after all that, he still cared about her. Nathan realized how precious Elizabeth was to him, as Jeanette's accomplice had a gun to her. Chaos ensued as Bill got shot, and Nathan and Elizabeth went over the railing and landed in a wagon. The resort story is over. What's next for Lucas now that When Calls the Heart was renewed for season 12? These writers don't know how to write for Nathan and Elizabeth. They alternate between writing them as mature adults helping each other through various crises and portraying them as awkward and cringy when they can't even correctly ask one another out on a date. They've known each other for years. How hard should it be to arrange a horse ride together? Their romance sometimes also seems more juvenile when they have their cheering squad. Rosemary is more blatant with her interfering support, though Bill was amusing. At least Elizabeth realized she had hurt Nathan and that they needed to talk about their past. While they never had an official date, they finally had that meaningful conversation about how bad timing got in the way and that Elizabeth was finally ready. Mike and May got engaged, and it seemed like a blip on the radar before Mike was whisked away to help with the search for Casimir Shaw. While their engagement was rushed, as someone with many military family and friends, I could understand a quickie engagement and wedding while May's brother was in town. It's been the same way with the Canfields and Faith and Lily. They exhibit family love and warmth, the kind of stories you could watch forever, but they only get featured occasionally. Both families got an arc for a few episodes, but now only pop up for a few minutes, often together since Joseph and Minnie helped Faith with Lily. I was relieved Lily stayed in Hope Valley, but I wanted a storyline of how Faith dealt with shared custody, not just pop-up appearances. What do you think? Tell us in the comments and keep watching Film Buff Baby.